followed by His Excellency the Prime Minister, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you, colleague. Your Excellency, Prime Minister Modi, ministers, media representatives, it is a great honor for South Africa to host His Excellency Prime Minister Modi of India. This is a very important visit for our country, given the relations between South Africa and India. The visit has certainly further strengthened the already warm historical relations between the two countries and has taken cooperation to a higher level. South Africa and India enjoy strong relations dating back to the struggle against apartheid. India was a vociferous campaigner against apartheid colonialism. Our two countries also share the honor of having produced two liberation icons, Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi. This visit is also important at a cultural level for our countries. The arrival of the first Indians in South Africa over 150 years ago and the considerable contribution of this community to shaping modern-day South Africa is another reason for the deep bonds between our two countries. Our countries enjoy strong relations and cooperation in social, economic, political, and global cooperation. With regards to trade, there are over 100 Indian companies operating in South Africa, and they contribute significantly to economic growth and job creation in our country. The visit enables us to further enhance trade, investment, and commercial relations with India. We are looking to increase and diversify South African exports to India. We have identified new areas for market access, including the defense, deep mining, renewable energy, and health sectors. Future sectors identified for possible cooperation include, among others, agro-processing, pharmaceuticals, mining, water and waste management, retail, financing, infrastructure development. This afternoon, we will be addressing the South Africa-India Business Forum, which will add further momentum to the ties that exist between the private sectors of our respective countries. South Africa values cooperation with regards to skills development. A number of our youth study in India. We are keen to explore further opportunities for training opportunities from India as part of youth empowerment and development. We have agreed to expand and improve people-to-people contact through promoting tourism between the two countries. We would like to ensure the Indian side that South Africa is a wonderful tourism destination, and that a simplification of South Africa's visa regime with India is underway. This will promote ease of travel to South Africa by the Indian tourists and business people. Together, India and South Africa play a leading role in global South in order to influence the world we live in. At a multilateral level, the two countries have agreed to enhance cooperation with India in international fora, especially within the context of BRICS, India, Brazil, South Africa Forum, IPSA, the G77 plus China, Commonwealth, and the G20, among others. Prime Minister, both countries play an instrumental role in shaping the Indian Ocean Rim Association into a vibrant organization. This organization is on the ascendancy, owing most immediately to the dynamic leadership of India. During South Africa's impending chairing of the association in 2017, we will build on the priority areas begun by India to ensure the sustainable use of oceans for the benefit of our people. Indeed, we have identified the oceans economy as a major driver for sustainable economic growth and employment generation under South Africa's Operation Phakisa Oceans Economy Initiative. India, through its representative, Honorable K.V. Kamath, is shaping the new development bank, the BRICS Bank, to be a formidable player in financing much needed infrastructure in Africa and the rest of the developing world. As South Africa, we hope to open the first regional center of the new development bank dedicated to infrastructure projects in Africa, in Johannesburg, later in 2016. Within BRICS, South Africa and India cooperate closely, and we are excited by the initiatives proposed by India during its current chairpersonship, aimed at deepening cooperation and the building of institutions. We continue to work closely with India on the reform of the United Nations and its organs, specifically the Security Council, as well as the international financial institutions. Considerable interaction and cooperation also exists in areas such as sustainable development and climate change. It is important that our two countries continue to work together in the quest to peace and security on the continent, and we acknowledge and commend the leadership role that India is playing in the peacekeeping efforts on the continent. We have also agreed to continue working together in the reform of global governance institutions, notably the United Nations Security Council. We have also taken the opportunity to congratulate India in respect of positive outcomes and concrete proposals reflected in the New Delhi Declaration and the India-Africa Framework for Strategic Cooperation of the Third India-Africa Forum Summit. We also wish to congratulate India for her active participation in United Nations sponsored peace missions in Africa and for the continued role of India in peace, security, and development on the continent. Mr. Prime Minister, welcome to South Africa indeed. Warm welcome to a second home. We are truly honored to host you and trust that you will have a wonderful stay in our country. I thank you.
His Excellency, President of Republic of South Africa, Mr. Jacob Zuma, friends, thank you, Excellency, for your warm words of welcome and for your generous hospitality. Even though this is my first visit to this great country, my delegation and I already feel at home in this rainbow nation. For this, Excellency, we are deeply grateful to you. For me personally, this visit is an opportunity to pay homage to two of the greatest human souls to have ever walked this earth, Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela. Friends, through centuries, India and South Africa have nurtured strong people-to-people ties. We stood together in our common fight against racial subjugation and colonialism. It was in South Africa that Mahatma Gandhi found his true calling. He belongs as much to India as to South Africa. Friends, our shared values, suffering and struggles provide a strong foundation to our strategic partnership. And its success is visible across a range of sectors. In our discussions today, President Zuma and I reviewed the full spectrum of our engagement. We agreed that in the last 2 decades, our relationship has been a story of strong advances and concrete achievements. Two-way trade and grown by over 300% in last 10 years. Indian companies hold strong business interests in South Africa. About 1/4 of our investments in Africa are in this country. And there is potential to expand our business and investment ties further, especially in the areas of minerals and mining, chemicals and pharmaceuticals, high technology manufacturing, and information and communication technology. I am convinced that industry to industry ties can not only bring rich economic gains to our societies, they can give a new shape to our partnership and drive it to new levels. And in the process, also help both our nations to play a more robust regional and global role. Later today, the President and I will sit down with the business leadership of the two countries to identify synergies in our engagement. Friends, the nature of our developing economies demands that our engagement should also focus on improving our human capital. Our capacities and needs in the fields of vocational, technical, and professional education complement each other and can benefit both our people. India is also ready to share its experiences and capacities for the development of small and medium businesses in South Africa. Beyond economic ties and links of businesses, trade and investment, we can also partner in the field of defense and security, both at the level of industry and for our strategic and security needs. In India, this is one of the sectors witnessing a complete transformation. It offers existing opportunities in defense trade. Our companies can also pool their capacities to joint develop our manufactured defense equipment and platforms. And not just to meet our defense needs, but also to respond to regional and global demand. Friends, President Zuma and I also agreed on the need to work more closely on international issues and emerging global challenges. I thank the President for South Africa's support to India's membership of the Nuclear Suppliers Group. We know that we count on the active support of our friends like South Africa. Climate change and its impact on the world is our shared concern. We agreed that a large-scale effort and focus on renewable energy is needed to address these challenges. It was with this in mind that India had led the effort to form an international solar alliance at COP21 in Paris. I believe that it can be the most effective platform for access to knowledge, technology, and finance for promoting solar energy. I am thankful to President Zuma for South Africa's partnership in this alliance, which already has the support of over 120 countries. Terrorism is another shared threat that puts at risk the safety and security of our people. It attacks the very foundations of our society. The President and I agreed that our two nations need to stay vigilant and cooperative and cooperate actively to combat terrorism both in our region and in the world. Friends, the waters of the Indian Ocean are our common sea frontiers. And the Indian Ocean Rim Association has emerged as a key platform of engagement for the maritime neighbors connected by the Indian Ocean. I welcome South Africa's chairmanship of the organization for 2017 to 19. India and South Africa are also working together to shape priorities of international agenda through IPSA, India, Brazil and South Africa and BRICS. I look forward to welcoming President Zuma in Goa for the BRICS summit later this year in October. Friends, let me say this in the end. From the Satyagraha of Gandhi to the forgiveness of Madiba, from ports of Gujarat to the shores of Durban, united by our shared values and common struggles in the vast opportunities of our oceans and economies, and through the spirit of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam and Ubuntu, our relationship has been a story of resolve, determination, justice, and the excellence of human endeavor. It is truly exceptional and unlike any other. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the media briefing. May we stand up as the Excellencies take leave. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.